And we're glad you're joining us today. Healthcare costs can be one of the biggest and most unpredictable expenses for retirees. It's why supplemental coverage is so vital to retirement planning. Here to offer help with navigating the complicated world of Medicare is the team with Safe Harbor Wealth Advisors. President Cory Sickles, along with Medicare advisor Joe Shanks. Welcome to you both, gentlemen.
Glad to be here, Crystal.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Cory, let's start with you. We know that you are well known for your wealth management, but is it typical for a financial planning company like yours to help clients with Medicare?
You know, I don't think every, firm provides this type of service, but the way we look at it is we focus on retirement planning, and part of retirement planning is more than financial. It could be taxes, it could be estate planning, and in this case it could be insurance, right? Which is health insurance, which is what Medicare is. And when you actually sit down and I talk with clients, they're confused about it. They really don't know what to do. So one of the things I think we wanted to provide our clients, and they don't have to necessarily be clients, but anyone that's just 65 or looking for Medicare, is really a solution for them to be able to, kind of just weave through all the questions they might have with Medicare, which is why we have a specialist, Joe, to be able to, address all those, really to address all their concerns.
Speaking of Joe, I bet you're everyone's best friend this time of year.
Yes.
All right, what is the biggest challenge that you find folks are facing through this process?
Yeah, I think it's the options, between Medicare Advantage plans, supplemental plans, prescription drug plans. There's so many options out there that are available to people, and it becomes overwhelming. So they don't know where to turn to, they don't know what questions to ask.
Right.
And then just with the Medicare alphabet soup, as it gets referred to, it just becomes so confusing to people.
Now, Medicare annual enrollment is coming up this fall. Is that something that's important for everyone on Medicare, or is it just important to a few folks?
I think it's important for everyone.
Okay.
So the plans will change every year. Your coverage will change, networks can change, pricing can change. So I think it's important for everybody on whether you're an Advantage plan, a prescription drug plan, to do that review, but also review your supplemental coverage with those Medigap options, so those Plan Gs, those Plan Ns, or even Plan Fs, to make sure that that's still fitting your needs from a budget standpoint.
So what do you tell our viewers who are on Medicare what they are to do? What are the steps they need to take?
Yeah, so the way that I approach it with somebody is we start with a phone conversation, either in person or we can do Zoom calls, and just collect some necessary information. And then I do all the legwork for that individual. I come back with some options, some quotes, and kind of just talk about it and see what's going on with their current coverage and if there's going to be a change for them in 2026. Can
you literally hear their sigh of relief once you get them answers?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with the high prices of prescription drugs nowadays. With all the different options out there to try to save somebody money with prescriptions, when you can, hit them with that savings, or even on a supplemental plan, working with somebody that can save them almost $100 a month. And, today's economy, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Do you only work with Safe Harbor clients?
No, so we're happy to help anybody that is on Medicare, specifically for me. So you don't have to be a Safe Harbor client at all.
Okay. Cory, would they need to come into your office to see Joe and your team for that free review?
Well, again, we have two locations. We have one in Dublin and one in Easton. Or like Joe just mentioned, you can come in, all meetings are complimentary, so there's no cost to that. Or you can actually just call in, schedule a phone call, or even, schedule a Zoom meeting as well. How
important are healthcare costs when it comes to retirement planning?
Well, I think it could be a big part of it, right? I mean, when you really look at it, healthcare can really kind of derail your overall retirement plan.
Unexpected cost.
Unexpected cost of all of a sudden, you get cancer, you have a heart attack, or who knows what might end up happening. And if you have to pay it out of your pocket, more than likely it's coming out of your savings or it's coming out of your monthly budget. So obviously, if you don't plan for it the correct way, then you could have issues. And let's face it, the one thing people don't want to do is run out of money.
Right.
So I think it's very important to have some type of health coverage in order to meet your needs.
For anyone who would like to take part in a review, or someone who is new to Medicare, what is your advice? What should they do first to get in contact with you?
Well, you can always visit our website at safeharboroh.com or give us a call at 614 760-0670.
All right. And folks, we have both on the screen right now. You can write those down and reach out for all the help you need when it comes to this important financial business. Joe, Cory, thank you both so much, gentlemen.
Thank you,
so
Crystal.
much.